Security agencies have been deployed to various parts of the country to crack down the increasing cases of cultic activity involving faith leaders in places of worship. Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has said in a televised interview with journalists in Makueni County that the deployment was informed by the reports by the National Intelligence Service. Murkomen has revealed that the NIS report has unearthed another case where believers were asked to pay a certain amount of money for deliverance. This comes as the police continue with probes in the death of two people in Rongo, Migori County in what is suspected to be an occult practice, as another church gets shut down in Kilifi County after police discovered that believers were asked to climb a tree called the Tree of Life for healing.
Popata leo intelligence report, security team wali suru sehemu hiyo, na kulikuwa kuna pastor ana administer water inaitwa maji ya uzima, na kila mmoja analipa shilingi 100 kwa lita moja, na alikuwa na watu 200 kwa hiyo kanisa. Na kwa sababu ya intelligence report yenye ilitoka kwa wananchi na wafanyakazi wa serikali, unaona such a situation imetibuliwa.
The latest incident, Abel Kahindi Gandhi is accused of leading bizarre rituals involving a so-called Tree of Life, which he claims delivers spiritual healing when climbers, or rather when followers, climb it. Police say several deaths have occurred under unclear circumstances. Gandhi, now held at the Malindi police station, has denied the allegations, insisting he is following divine instructions. Kilifi North Deputy County Commissioner Samuel Mutisia, who led the arrest, confirmed the church has been shut down pending investigations. Authorities said Gandhi does not use the Bible in his teachings and operates deep within the Chakama forest.
Biblia ndio pastor wa kwanza kuona kwamba anjambeba Biblia, na tukimuonji wakati ameonjiwa pia anasema yeye anaamini sana kupeana maji ya uzima, ambayo ndio anauza kwa shilingi 100 mitungi 3. Alafu pia anaamini sana katika mti wa uzima. Huo mti wa uzima mnaona ni huu mti ambayo uko hapa, ambao sasa waumini wale wamekuja na ni kama wamepangawa ama wako na mapepo, wanapanda huo mti, na wakipanda huo mti mapepo yanambumburuka yanaenda. Kwa hivyo ukiangalia sasa hizo ni itikadi ambazo asielewe.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta, the Chief Justice Martha Koome, and a host of opposition leaders, including Wiper Party Kalonzo Musyoka, attended the Requiem Mass of Pope Francis at the Holy Family Basilica. Pope Francis is said to be laid to rest on Saturday. Speaking to the congregants, the former President Uhuru Kenyatta recounted the papal holy visit in Kenya in 2015, describing him as a humble man who prioritized the well-being of the marginalized and the vulnerable.
So we were sitting in my office with His Holiness, and when we finished we were now to go to the meeting. Somebody had really requested that they would like a moment with His Holiness. He said, "Oh, no problem." So I invited the person over my office. Before we moved out, sat, I went back to my seat. Silence in the room. Nobody's talking. And His Holiness turned and looked at me and told me, "I thought you said you wanted to talk to me." So for the first time as president, another head of state threw me out of my own office, which is quite incredible.
And the Chief Justice Martha Koome hailed the Pope as a peacemaker and justice seeker in various conflicts in the world. This as she further prayed for comfort and peace among the Catholic community in the country.
The legacy that our Pope has left and the seeds that he planted, seeds of love, championing justice, seeking peace, traversing the entire globe to bring peace to the world. May that be a great legacy to us all, and may it touch all of us so that every day of our lives that God gives us on this world and on this earth, we can ask ourselves whether we are sowing seeds of love or we are sowing seeds of disunity.
A host of delegation led by Speaker Moses Wetangula and the Catholic clergy are set to depart the country for Rome. Thousands trooped in at the St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican to view the Pope's body for the third and last time. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Prince William, the US President Donald Trump, Brazil President Lula da Silva and Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky are among notable names expected to grace the papal funeral on Saturday at the Rome.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission selection panel has concluded interviews for the positions of chairperson and members of the electoral body, ending a month-long exercise which kicked off on March 24th. The panel, constituted under the IEBC Act, announced it will retreat to write a report of the exercise which will transmit to President William Ruto alongside 11 names from which the IEBC will be constituted. The Dr. Nelson Makanda-led panel interviewed 11 candidates shortlisted for the chairperson position between March 24th and the 26th. The process for members of the commission followed, running from March 27th to April 25th, with 107 out of 111 shortlisted candidates participating. 4 candidates withdrew their applications for personal reasons. The panel had initially shortlisted 105 candidates for member positions, but revised the list to 111 on March 25th. The Makanda-led recruitment team said the revision was necessary to enhance inclusivity, regional balance and representation of the youth in line with the constitutional principles. With the interview phase complete, the Dr. Makanda said that the panel will now embark on the report writing phase. The president will consider one of the 2 names the panel will submit for appointment as the IEBC chairperson. He will pick 6 commissioners from the 9 other nominees as provided for under the IEBC Act.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And following the death of the Kariobangi North MCA Joel Munuve, 7 pathologists will be present during his post-mortem. The MCA's family lawyer Danton Omari has revealed in an official statement to the press. The lawyer revealed that the controversy that surrounded the MCA's death necessitated the high number of pathologists, with over 15 forensic officers from the DCI. Leading the team will be the government pathologist Johansson Odor, alongside the 6 other pathologists from interested parties in the case, including the Nairobi County Government and the Embakasi, its Member of Parliament Babu Owino. The vocal MCA lost his life on the 22nd of April in unforeseen circumstances. Reports allege that Munuve had been rushed to the hospital after he collapsed while undertaking his normal duties at his ward office in Nairobi.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And the chair of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, Sam Atandi, has dispelled claims that the UDA-ODM broad-based agreement will stifle devolution. Speaking at a funeral in Homa Bay attended by the ODM party leader Raila Odinga, Atandi says the Budget Committee will liaise with the National Treasury, whose both leaders are from the ODM party, to ensure the devolution propelled to the next level.
Your voice is very important in the governance of our country. Baba, when you speak, we respond. Baba, recently you gave a strong voice, and I want to assure you, Baba, that Parliament is a very strong institution that only you. Baba, when you speak, we respond. Baba, recently you gave a strong voice on Parliament, and I want to assure you, Baba, that Parliament is a very strong institution that only you can oversight Parliament. Whatever you have said that was signed between UDA and ODM on sharing of resources to counties, Baba, I want to assure you that I and John Badi, we are going to ensure that we fulfill the agreements that you have already signed with President Ruto.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And Father Field, a Rwandan beekeeper living in the US, has been arrested over his alleged involvement in the 1994 genocide in the country. Faustin Nsabumukunzi is accused of committing heinous acts of violence abroad when he served as a local leader at the start of genocide. The 65-year-old suspect was also charged with visa fraud and attempted naturalization fraud when he moved to the US in 2003. He pleaded not guilty to the charges and was released on bail. In just 100 days in 1994, about 800,000 people were killed in Rwanda by the ethnic Hutu extremists. The mainly Tutsi forces who took power following the genocide were alleged to have killed thousands of Hutu people in Rwanda in retaliation. Nsabumukunzi is alleged to have set up roadblocks during the genocide to detain and kill Tutsis and to have participated in killings, prosecutors said, citing witnesses.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.